this next performance. The following showcase will feature Breanna and Jesse Steinberg as they sing songs from the musical Sweeney, Todd, the Demon Barber on Fleet Street. They will be singing the songs of The Worst Pies in London, Epiphany, and Little Priest, in that order. They'll be playing the roles of Mrs. Lovitz and Mr. Sweeney Todd, respectively. The stage is set as Mr. Sweeney Todd wanders back into town to find the man who supposedly killed his wife. Instead, he bumps into Mrs. Lovitz, and the story begins.
Woo!
All right, you, sir, how about a shave?
Come and visit your good friend Sweeney. Who, sir? You, sir. Welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation. Who, sir? You, sir? How about a shave? Come and visit your good friend Sweeney. Who, sir? You, sir? No one's in the chair. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation. Not 1 man, nor 10 men, nor 100 men can assuage me. I will have you. And I will get it back, even as he gloats. In the meantime, I'll practice on his honorable throat. And my Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never hug my girl to me. But the work waits. I'm alive at last, and I'm full of joy.
Well, very well, dear, but what are we going to do about him?
We'll wait until dark, take him to some secret place, and bury him.
Yes, I guess we could do that. I'm sure he doesn't have any family going to come poking around looking for him. You know me. Right ideas just pop into my head, and I've been thinking. Seems a downright shame.
Shame.
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name as? Has. Nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it. Mrs. Mooney and a pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion. I'm innately practical and yet appropriate as always. Mrs. Lovett, how I know without you all these years I'll never know. How delectable, also indetectable. How choice, how rare, for what's the sound of the world out there?
Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? You know, these are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are, love, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. And they don't commit sins of flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat. Haven't you got the poet or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly! Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but not as bland as current.
Good for business, too. Always makes you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. It's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
There's something else, though, to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
No, but if you're brutish and loyal, you might enjoy royal marine. Anyway, it's plain, though of course a taste of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy, no, sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser, it's green.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavor.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
And that's it. We got a tinker,
Something pinker,
butler,
something subtler,
hot,
something hotter,
locksmith,
something
lovely bit of clerk.
maybe for Mark.
Then again, the sweep if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier, think of its career.
That looks pretty rank.
Maybe drink, no, it's very cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now this might be a bit stringy, but then of course it's a fiddle player.
This isn't a fiddle player, this is a piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then put on it first!
The history of the world, my sweets,
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's all too clear that everybody goes down well with beer.
Marine doesn't appeal to you, darling. How about Rear Admiral?
Too salty, I prefer general.
With or without his privates? With his extra?
What is that?
It's Bob, finest in the shop. And we have shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Is the politician so oily? It's served with a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun, 'cause you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried Australia.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
That actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always a rhyme's overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
Quite true, we don't have judge just yet, darling, but I have something you might fancy even better.
And what's that?
Executioner.
Have charity towards the world, my sweets.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High born and low.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve